You want to get started on improving your health. You want to join a gym, start making progress, but you're overwhelmed with the amount of work you might have to do. And the thought of starting at this point feels stressful. And you tried working out before, but you just saw people at the gym and you compared yourself to them and you felt like you didn't belong. Well, cut the shit. It's time to get started and stop worrying about what everyone else is doing and what they're trying to achieve and focus on the simple things that you need to do and what you need to get good at. So let's check it out. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the MarbleCast. We talk about everything related to strength, fitness, and health so that you can live a longer, stronger life. I'm Joe Cosenza, and I'm the owner of Marble Strength in Freehold, New Jersey. And we work with a lot of different people here. Some with experience, some with very little, some who are competitive, some not so competitive. And we try to offer those different paths for different people, different options. What's going to work for one might not work for another. But the bottom line is, basically everyone, no matter who you are, no matter how old you are or what you've been doing, you have to move around in some capacity. You have to do some strength training, some conditioning. And if you want to live longer and you want to live a solid life, you definitely have to be stronger. Strength is definitely going to help you stay younger for longer, because when you don't use your strength, you don't use your body, it ends up sort of like coming back to you. Like it doesn't work out. So we don't want to be, what our goal here and our mission is to help people live a life that's strong and positive so that in their later years, they're able to move around and take care of themselves, right? We want everybody in our community to be exposed to how to move properly, how to keep yourself healthy for longer, because at the end of the day, your body is all you have, right? It doesn't matter what happened yesterday. If tomorrow you can't move and you need a lot of help, we want to avoid that, right? We need to be able to, if you fall down, we want you to help get back up on your own. We don't want you ever to need somebody else. So we have to try and improve everybody's life in that capacity. And sometimes this can be a process, right? We're not all about 6 weeks and you're done, right? The 6-week challenge, a 2-week challenge, a 3-week challenge, a 40-day challenge, a 40-day diet, right? We're about sustainable habits. We're about getting people to a point where they can take care of themselves without relying on everyone else or somebody else to do something. We want you to feel like you belong, because no matter what, when you're stronger, it's better, right? Nobody's looking for the little weak person in the corner for help. They're looking for the big, strong people to help them along the way. They're looking for the person who knows what they're doing, who's confident and can guide them to the better path. And that's what we try to do here. We try to guide our clients and our members to a stronger path. And it can be very frustrating, for sure. It can get very stressful. It can feel overwhelming because maybe some people just have gone so far in the other direction that it feels daunting that how far they have to go in order to get where they want to be. And really where they want to be, it's not going to take 6 weeks. It's not going to take 3 months. You have to realize how long this process is going to take. Like for me, been working out my entire life. I don't ever want to stop. Once I stop, that's it. I'm dead. That's the only thing that's going to stop me, is if I die. And I feel like that's way down the road. I'm not trying to do this for I only got another 4 years and then I retire. Like, to what? I'm going to keep working out. I still have to live. I still have to walk around. I still have to be strong for myself, for my kids, for my family, for you guys. Like, this is a never ending journey for me. Like, I will never stop moving, because if I do, then it's over. Right. And I don't ever want it to be over. I don't ever want to feel like it's over. I want it to feel like I can take on the world at any time, any place. It doesn't matter. Like, I want to take care of my body so well that I've seen people in their later years and they can't move around. They need help. They need a cane. They need walkers. They have trouble moving something in their house, just a table. They can't pick up something off the floor properly. Like, that's not acceptable. If you don't know how to lift something off the floor properly and properly embrace and do things around the house, and you're getting hurt just getting out of bed, that's a problem. That's a problem that we'd like to solve. We want to teach you how to get out of bed properly without hurting yourself. You shouldn't have to worry about whether or not you'll make it from the bed to the bathroom, right? That should never be a concern of yours. We want to get you guys and hope and have you able to live your life, run around, and not have any obstacles, or at least decrease the obstacles in your life. Maybe you say yes to going out with that friend at the camp or whatever it is. Like, you do more outdoor activities. You take your friends here. You know what costs more than a gym membership? Going to the doctor and having them tell you that you have 1,000 things wrong with you. That's way more expensive than any gym membership I've ever had. And I've been working out, like I said, it's been 20 years, 23 years since I'm 13 years old. I'm 36 right now. So almost 25 years of working out in a gym with weights since I'm 13 years old. And I did some other stuff in the basement probably prior to that. So it's probably closer to 25 years that I've actually lifted weights, but more properly as I got older. It's harder to really jump in right away, but when you start young, it's a lot easier to keep it going. And when you get started late, it's very frustrating. So few things that you can do if you want to get started. One, just if you're in a boat where you are so far removed from the gym, you haven't touched a weight in 20 years, 30 years, or never, then I highly suggest you work with a coach. You are not set up or knowledgeable enough to go to the gym by yourself, because what's going to happen is you're going to walk through that door. You're going to feel like you have no idea what's going on. You don't know what the rules are. You don't know what this machine does, and you're just going to be lost, and you're going to quit before you even start. It sounds really cool that you join the gym and you're going to start taking care of yourself, but if you have no idea what you're doing, you don't know how to program, you don't know how to eat, you don't know how to do anything, you're just going to quit within a week. And the first week is really the easiest because it's fresh in your mind. You have this goal. I'm going to get started. So definitely set up your goals, make them SMART goals. We talk about this a lot: specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-based, right? So SMART goals. So if you're really far removed from the gym and you haven't done anything in a while and you need some assistance, definitely find a coach or find somebody that you can work with who will teach you. And it's not going to take 3 weeks. It's not going to take 4 weeks. It's not going to take 6 months. It might take longer than that, depending on how far you are. So definitely find somebody who knows more than you and who you trust and work with them. It will be worth it. I promise you. It doesn't have to be me. We offer a great program if you're in the Freehold area, but it doesn't have to be me. But find somebody that you can do, because when you have a schedule and you have an appointment, you will keep that appointment. Because how often do you reschedule your doctor's appointments? Even when you reschedule them, you always go to the next one. Something will come up, that's fine, but you stick to your appointments, right? Your appointment is Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You need to build that routine. If you build that routine, it becomes habit. If it becomes habit, then it becomes sustainable, right? Then it's a non-negotiable. You have to live the rest of your life. How do you want to live the rest of your life? How do you want the rest of your life to go? Do you want to be stuck in the house, not able to do anything, always asking people for help because you can't do anything? And then when you finally do something, you hurt yourself so bad that you can't do anything else, and then you need even more help? Or do you want to be the person that someone calls in case they need assistance? I want to be that person. I would much rather be the person to get called than the one calling, all right? So my first step is to definitely find someone who knows more than you. Find a coach. Find something, because you can't do it just by watching YouTube videos. You can't do it by just walking in the gym and thinking you can just because you read an article. You need somebody there with you who's going to help you stay motivated, stay accountable, and keep you moving the right way. So that's my number one thing. If you're just getting started, find a coach. Next thing, diet. Your diet needs to be on point. Doesn't have to be 100%, but you have to put protein in front. Like most of the people that we walk in the door, if I ask them about their nutrition, yeah, I eat pretty good. What do you eat for breakfast? I don't eat breakfast. Okay. What do you eat for lunch? It's usually a salad and a piece of chicken. Okay, cool. What do you eat for dinner? It depends. Sometimes pasta and some vegetables, maybe. I had pizza the other night. Okay, what else do you eat? That's it. Maybe I'll snack on some cookies, but it's not that bad. I don't eat that much. Yeah, the problem is you're not eating enough of the right things, and you don't even know what you're eating. So if you don't know what you're doing and what you're eating and what's going to work for you, Let me tell you what's going to work for you. Tried and true, right? You need a lean protein, you need vegetables, healthy fat, some sort of carb. If it grows in the ground, it's probably okay. If it comes in a bag with 500 ingredients and you have to look up what 498 of them are, not okay. All right. If you don't know what you're putting in your body, chances are it's probably not great. If you're not consistent about getting protein in your diet, protein's going to be the number one thing that you have to get, and it's also the number one thing that you're missing out and lacking of. Get protein in your diet. Start putting that in the forefront. Start prepping your meals. You're an adult now, right? You feel like this is overwhelming. Well, you've put yourself in this position, right? I'm going to try and help you get out of it, but you got to do a little bit of work. It's going to take a little bit of time. If you haven't started yet, start prepping your meals, start cooking. Stop ordering takeout just because it's easy. Stop doing the easy thing and start doing the work that needs to be done. This is your wake-up call. You have the rest of your life ahead of you. What do you want it to be? Do you want it to be full of doctor's appointments, or do you want it to be full of running around and enjoying yourself? That's what you got to figure out for yourself. What you want out of this life and what you want to do with it. So 2 things. First one, get a coach. 2, start eating better. If you don't know how to eat better, you don't know what's going on, we have some free resources in the links below, or get a coach, get a nutrition coach. Find out what someone else is doing and how they can improve your life. You know what a coach does? It buys you speed, buys you results faster. That's what a coach does. If you want to lose weight, if I want to build strength, and my number one job is not in the gym, and I work at a carpet store because that's across the way, and my schedule is this. I work from 8 to 5, and 6 o'clock I can go to the gym. Cool. Well, you know what I'd do? I'd get a coach, or I'd find some structure, because at the end of the day, you've spent so much energy thinking and doing your job that the last thing you want to do is think about what your workout should be or what you should do. So I find somebody else who knows more than me, who's better suited for this position. I go there. My workout is set up for me. It's programmed. It's timed. I know exactly what time it's going to start and what time it's going to finish and what time I get home. Structure. Keep structure in your life. This way there's no guessing, right? That's why when you're eating, prep your food. Prep your food so that there's no guessing. When you get home, what am I going to cook tonight? You know what you're going to cook tonight? Nothing. You already cooked it. You made the chicken the other night. You have vegetables. You have rice. Put it together. Heat it up in a pan or in the oven. And that's it. That's your dinner. There you go. It's prepped. Or find a reputable source for meal prep services. Don't go on DoorDash and order Hula Hands, pasta, and never-ending pasta bowls. All right? I love Hula Hands. Not going to lie. It's a cool spot. But when I order it, it's definitely not the best food, but it's a once-in-a-while type thing. It's a treat. Look at what you're eating. Track what you're eating. And see which meals have this. Lean protein, vegetable, healthy fat source, and healthy carbohydrate, right? Not French fries, but maybe roasted potatoes. Those are cool. Not macaroni and cheese, maybe some rice. And a lot of people ask me, what's better, brown rice or white rice? Doesn't matter. Eat rice. White rice is totally fine. There's nothing wrong with white rice. I eat white rice all the time. It's great for you. Pair it with some chicken and some vegetables. Boom, healthy meal. Great. You can have brown rice. You can have white rice. Doesn't matter. Eat rice. It's fine, right? Don't start thinking which one is better. Just eat the one that makes you happy, right? I don't like brown rice. Well, so don't eat brown rice. Eat white rice. My favorite, jasmine rice. Best. Put it in a rice cooker. Add some salt. Wait for it to cook. And we're good to go. I got rice for every meal. I got potatoes for every meal. I make sweet potatoes in the oven. I cook all the time, guys. I'm cooking all day to prep myself because I don't want to have any guessing, right? You don't have to go crazy like I do. I go a little overboard because that's just the way I am. Just give yourself less things to think about. The less you have to think about during the week, the more you plan your day, the better, right? And your days and your weeks are already hard enough. If you have kids, you have a husband or wife, you have family things, you have work, you have so much going on. You only have so much energy in the day. You need to start planning ahead and keep it simple. The things that are urgent and need attention, do those first. The things that are not so urgent and maybe they aren't so important, either delegate or cut them out of your life. You don't need to do everything all the time. Make sure that your food is prepped. Make sure your workouts are structured. Make sure you get to work on time so you can make that money. and make sure that you can build your strength properly and stay healthy, right? That's very simple things. We overcomplicate it by adding stupid shit to our lives because we need the entertainment. All right, we get bored. Right? Do the boring stuff. Go to the gym 3 times a week. Work on strength. Work on some conditioning. Eat better. Drink lots of water. Right? So get a coach for your fitness if you're really far behind. Right? It's going to help save you a lot of time. It's going to help you save a lot of money. Even though it might cost you a little bit up front, it'll save you a lot of money in the long run with hospital bills. I promise you, a gym is much more inexpensive than hospitals, and hospitals are unforgiving. So definitely save your time and money. Find a coach. Secondly, get your nutrition on track. Put protein in the front. Have water, plenty of vegetables. If you don't like protein, I don't care. You need it. Your body needs it. You want to be strong, you need protein. I don't care what kind of protein it is. Just get it. Make sure it's lean as much as possible. If you're vegetarian, find the best proteins. I don't know a ton about vegetarian options or vegan options, but I like seitan. I've tried. It's not bad. Throw that on your vegetables with rice. There's pea proteins. There's a lot of options. If you're vegan, it's a little tougher, but there are options. There's always a way to get what you need in. And the third thing that I want you guys to do is to get good sleep. Right? Inconsistent sleep is setting you back. It's making you grumpy. It's making you groggy. It makes you more depressed. Get at least 7 hours of sleep. Start getting consistent on when you go to bed and when you wake up. Figure you need 9 to 5 on your work days, and you need 9 to 5 on your sleep schedule. So if you can wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, go to the gym for 6, get home by 7:30, you're at work at 9 to 5, boom, you have a complete day. You did all of the things that you need to do. I've set your schedule. Find a coach and you can do it too. It's very simple, guys. We overcomplicate things because we get overwhelmed and we get sidetracked. Stay focused. Exercise 3 times a week. Eat 75% of the time well, and try to get less joy meals, which are the meals that don't help you get to your goal, and get your sleep in as much as possible. Try to stay on routine as much as possible. If you go to bed at 10 o'clock and wake up at 6 o'clock, that's fine too. Just make sure you're consistent every night. Because if you're going to bed at 9 o'clock one night, 1 o'clock the next night, 12 o'clock the next night, your body's off rhythm. Everything needs to be consistent. We are cyclical. We need consistency. Without it, we turn to shit. So be consistent with what you got. Don't feel like you don't belong. Don't feel like you can't do these things. You deserve this. You are worth it. You need this body for the rest of your life. So treat it responsibly. And you need to start something now, and you need to keep going. This is the time. This is not going to, if you don't do it, it's not going to do itself. You're not going to get any results by not doing the work. Put a little bit of work in. If you haven't started with doing anything, start doing something. Something is better than nothing. Don't feel like you can't do these things because you can. Don't feel like you don't belong because you do. Why not you? Why not now? You are worth this time. So start taking care of yourself, because nobody else is going to take care of you when you get older. You have to do it for yourself. All right? Age is inevitable. Weakness is not. That's all I got for you tonight. Get out there and lift some shit and start doing these things. Check out the links in the description. I'll see you next time. Thank you. Thank you guys for listening to today's episode. We hope you enjoyed it. Pick up your latest copy of the meal prep guide in the links below. Follow us on all social media, Marble Weightlifting, Marble Strength, and follow myself, Joe Marble, on Instagram. And if you need anything or have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out, marbleweightlifting@gmail.com. Thank you for listening. We'll see you next time.